Are we ready to go? Sure. Sorry. I was saying I can't see the screen, so I need a little bit of help. Is Councilman Medina on or Councilman Walton?
I, I am, yeah.
Yep, I'm here.
All right. Can you help me with roll call, please? Because I had to take my daughter to the doctor this morning, so we
Of course,
are in
sure.
the waiting room.
Absolutely. Do I have to call for a motion for that, or can I just do it?
I think you could just go and do the roll. You could just do the roll call. Or
Alrighty.
yeah, I think we're good.
Um, Great. Chairperson Subir Gordon, I believe you're here. Uh, Councilman Corey Betts, Councilwoman Andrea Hawkins, Councilman Medina, that's me here, and Councilman Kevin Walton.
Present.
Thank you. Moving to a review and approval of the May 10th, 2024 meeting minutes. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
So move.
A second? I'll second.
Second.
Moving that forward. Uh, Preliminary education outreach. Number 3 on our agenda item. Arlene, I believe you're on mute.
Okay. I'm sorry, I'm having issues with my screen.
No worries.
Okay. So for Oaksterdam, the pre-lottery education and outreach, we have been posting some of the events that they've been offering to our SEC applicants online, on social media, and also on Constant Contact. Currently, they have 56 participants representing 22 DIA cities. And right now, well, as of today's report, they have 23 registered for the retail dispensary training. They have 49 registered for the business management training and 22 for the pre-accelerator boot camp. And they're currently finished conducting their classes. The different classes that they were providing for online training. Those have completed, and we had a meeting yesterday, but that is going to be changed till next week because Councilwoman Valeries was not able to attend. So we're going to be rescheduling that meeting for next week. And Kelly will be talking with Dale Sky Jones, and they will be going over some planning for the future with Oaksterdam University. So we'll have that meeting next week, and I'll have more to report out after that.
Thank you, Arlene.
Uh-huh.
I'll take the benefit of coordinating this that I get to ask the first question. But just as a point of clarification on my part, have we confirmed that there is another lottery coming up? Is that ready to go, or is this in anticipation of a likely lottery?
Again, this is in anticipation. DCP is not providing any information to us as far as that. We don't know. So
Yeah.
We're kind of just waiting, but preparing for that in anticipation of that. So that's all I know. And as soon as we hear anything from DCP, we'll
Got it.
hopefully be prepared.
Got it. Yeah. For Chairwoman Sabir Gordon, something that for us to, I think through is, how do we ensure that SCE staff have clarity of what DCP choices are early? Because it seems a bit unfair if there's not, clear transparency on what's coming down the pipeline. So helpful to know and appreciate it. Any questions from other council members?
So sorry, let me just make sure if Arlene, at the end of these online trainings, are we doing some sort of a survey, or were you saying that the SEC doesn't have access to do any kind of check to see what the responses from the participants were? Did they like it? Did they find it useful? What is like,
I'm sorry, I
our
couldn't hear that last part. SEC doesn't have um, access to what? I couldn't hear you. Hello?
I'll jump in here. I
Okay.
think,
Did you hear
yes,
clearly? I couldn't hear.
yeah, I think Chairwoman Gordon was asking if there are any evaluations or surveys of the pre-lottery education outreach that's being done to get for staff to understand quality of the outreach, participant input, and adjustments made as a result of that.
As there are not any surveys that Oaksterdam is doing for pre-lottery or outreach. There is a questionnaire that's being developed by Tiffany Arujo from OWS, and that's a survey that's going out to SEC applicants and to all of those that hold licenses. So she's working on that as far as we'll be sending out a communication and her questionnaire to those recipients so that they can provide, it's like I think it's like a 15 questionnaire. I just saw it yesterday so that they can talk about, what issues that they're having, what problems they're having as far as employees or, getting information regarding training and stuff like that. But that's not being produced by Oaksterdam.
Got it. Okay.
And we
Help-
once I get I'm waiting for her to give me some more information as far as who that's going to go out because I have to send that out through email outreach
Okay.
and we need their emails and DCP has the emails. Tiffany is
So,
on the line
yep.
if you'd like, if
Oh,
she
great.
can
Yeah.
actually jump in and explain her questionnaire.
Please do, Tiffany.
Mhm.
Hi, good morning, everyone. Sorry, I'm on my phone because I also have the blue screen of death today. Um, so the questionnaire it's about actually 22 questions, I believe, except the first 6 are just kind of like who you are, what's your license type, how do we contact you. The questionnaire is going out to all licensees, general lottery, as well as social equity applicants, because workforce development isn't specifically just the social equity applicants. And what it's doing is just kind of getting a taste of, or a sample, I should say, of what concerns and issues are they having with workforce development. And then in turn, I'm hoping that we could use that data and present it to the council and go forward with our regional sector partnership um, that it's been talked about in former meetings with NextGen, who has already produced the scope of work to get that roundtable going. And it's going to be a great benefit if we could get that regional sector partnership done as a result from whatever data we collect from this questionnaire. Are there
Helpful.
any
Thank you.
questions about that?
Not seeing any questions from our council members. And so with that, let's move to agenda item number 4, community conversations update. And again, I'll turn it back to you, Arlene.
Okay, great. So the community conversations, all final, the PSA packets were sent for Corners, a new foundation, Shiloh, and Alliance on June 12th. And we're just waiting to get back final approvals and then we can proceed.
Same here. Any questions from council members? I see Councilman Walton.
Yeah. Good morning. I do have a question regarding that. So where, when you say proceed with the community conversations, where are we in terms of like the funds? Will these folks be receiving any funds, according to the grant?
Well, I've turned in the packet, I've processed the paperwork and turned in the packet. So once we get the final okay, then we can notify them, they can start planning. And once they start planning, then we will proceed with the funding portion of it. And then we also did have a question on one of the community conversations last meeting regarding a concern on because they had been a recipient of the pilot program, and can they also be a recipient of this community conversations program? And we did go to the ethics, and we have a letter of that there was not a concern for that, but that should be sent to the council. And I think Andrea has a question.
Sure. Over to Chairperson Andrea Comer.
Thank you. Through you, yeah, so exactly what I was just going to verify, but just for clarity, there were 2 entities that were recipients of grants, and so that those conversations, the $20,000, I think it was for each conversation, had been. We were waiting confirmation that there was not a conflict in order to proceed with those contracts. I had not seen the letter. So I think that I'm one of the folks that has to sign off. So as soon as I have that letter in hand, we'll be happy to do so, as long as this committee is fine with us proceeding as planned. Thank you.
Yes, Chairwoman Comer, I was on vacation and I did get back and I checked yesterday, and I did check yesterday, and hopefully that will be sent out to you and the council so that you all can review that.
Awesome. Thank you.
Appreciate that and the clarity, and that'll be valuable moving forward. I imagine this won't be the first time that we have that occurring, so appreciate that. On the line of inquiry, Councilman Walton, satisfied, or any other questions from you?
No, I'm satisfied. Thank you, and thank you for bringing it up, and thank you, Madam Chair, for the clarification and confirmation.
And as again, as a bit selfish here, my own point of clarity, Arlene, have the communities been decided already for this next round of community conversations? If so, what were those communities?
For this round, it was Corners is in Stamford, and a new foundation is Norwalk, and Shiloh, New London, and Alliance is Bridgeport.
Perfect. Thank you. Any remaining questions from council members on this agenda item? Seeing none, moving us to agenda number 5. Anything for the good of the order?
I do have some items for the good of the order. I wanted to let you know that I am currently working on my outreach reporting recap for the year, and that will include my outreach reporting of local outreach efforts and social media analytics and our email campaigns. So the committee can get an idea of, what we've done and any measurables for the year, so that you can see, what we've gained and what's happened within the outreach department for this year, so that you can kind of gauge it in when we're planning and strategically planning for next year. And that should also help with the strategic plan, and then also with the budget. And then I also wanted to mention too that there is an event coming up October 4th and 5th. It's NECAN. It's the Cannabis Convention in Hartford. And I just wanted to give you a heads up about that. If we wanted to attend that, it's October 4th and 5th. If we want to be an exhibitor, or if we also want to be a sponsor, or or have a speaker at this event. So I just wanted to put that in so that you can discuss that and think about that, because they are taking speaker applications now. And to get an exhibitor booth, we would have to start planning now, because they already have sponsorships up, and they also already have exhibitors that are placing their buys on their table. So just wanted to put that out there. I can put the link in the chat, or I can send that to you so that you have that to look at. It's the second annual, I believe, and there were over 130 exhibitors last year at their first event. And this would be a great event to participate in this year.
On the first item that you mentioned, the outreach report, do we have a date of when you're thinking to have that ready for us?
Yeah, I'm thinking I could have it ready by the end of this month. I'm
Okay.
currently finishing it now. I'm working through it now and finishing it now, but would love to provide that to you so that you all have kind of an idea. And I know that you're very interested in ROI and also on the analytics as well. So it would be
Yeah,
great
appreciate
to
that.
get your feedback on that too.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Arlene. And then on the second
Mhm.
point, would love, yeah, if you could circulate that to the committee members for us. And
Mhm.
would love, in addition to the details of the event, Arlene, like the way you're thinking of purpose for SEC. I mean, the speaker component is a bit obvious, but would just be helpful to kind of understand what we would be there for to promote. Obviously, it's the SEC, but the connection to the event is helpful, and I think it's both the event and the why. That context, I think, is going to just be helpful for
Mhm.
committee members.
Okay.
I see a yellow. Oh, yeah,
That's
go
great.
ahead. Sorry.
No, that's
Okay.
great. I'm making
Okay.
notes and I can also forward when I forward you, I put it in the chat, but I'll also forward it to you in an email with a
Perfect.
little bit more detailed information to give you guys an idea and see if you have any ideas too. How you would like to
Fantastic.
become involved.
Great, and I'm sure Sabir Gordon, our chairperson Gordon, will follow up with how committee members engage in the conversation. But generally sounds like it's probably a good fit. All that said,
Mhm.
anything else for the good of the order from council members or anything outstanding? Seeing none, do I have a motion to adjourn?
So move.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Enjoy a beautiful weekend, y'all.
All right.
Take
Thank
care.
you.
Good weekend, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Thank you.